early evening in Suva, and a beautiful evening as we watch the women's teams who will run out now. Striders versus Marist. They had their pool games on Thursday, semi-finals yesterday. Marist defeated Army in the semi-final 12-5. Striders walloped Marist too. Here are the Striders. Vitalina Merini, Solikoviti, Mbase, Naimasi, Nakodi, Davuru, Rokomarama. Power pack team for the Striders. Both teams unbeaten, making their way through to this big final. Marist 1, Nangasao, Kotombalavo, Tokaedake, Randini Avuni, Ravutia, Rusila Tamoi and Raiwai. We're all set for the women's final. The curtain raiser to the big final in the 44th Fiji Beta Marist Sevens. Police Tambandamu to come after this. Lavinia Davuru. Striders set it up. They finished as the top ranked team after pool play. And in a big victory in the final, here's Alawesi Nakodi. Alawesi Nakodi, a show of the ball. The defense caught up with her well. And Marist turned that over. Now trying to straighten. Rusila Tamoy arrives. 22 meters mark Marist territory. Some good skills shown by our women players in pool play on Thursday. And here playing in front of a big crowd. Some of these women have been playing for their provincial teams in the Skipper Cup. Alawesi Nakodi floats the ball back in the middle. Lavenia Davuru.
Not back 10. Not back in position defensively. It's an error there for Marist. They were given some good control even without the ball.
Nakodi. Striders spread that, and now Lavenia Davuru trying to break that tackle over the head pass. Davuru is there. She's claimed that. Striders hot on attack. Now towards the corner. And Anna Naimasi will get it down. And Anna Naimasi starts the scoring in this women's final. 5-0 Striders.
Yeah, did well, didn't they? Just kept the ball, sucked in the defenders from the Marist. They knew they had a bit of space on the edge, and it was just a missed pass for the outside just to get the winger in the corner. It's a good score.
Great with the execution, Striders. That's swayed away from Luisa Mbase, the captain.
Yeah, Striders will be looking to capitalise on this again, getting some possession back off the kickoff, keeping that ball alive, putting pressure back on Marist. It's deep into their half.
Experienced player Rusila Tamoy for Marist waiting. Lavenia Davuru. That's a high, long one, and she landed that well. Yeah, into touch.
It was a good kick. I'd like to have seen one of the Striders girls getting on the end of that and just knocking the ball back into field. You know, you've got 2 or 3 players running onto that Marist ball.
Now referee says take it again. So Rusila Tamoy. Let's wait. Melika Tokaidake wearing 5, ready for the lift. Marist connecting well. Rusila Tamoy. Oh, that pass goes loose, but they clean it up. Now here's power play. And the penalty comes off their feet. Striders caught. Yellow card. Try scorer Anna Naimasi given the marching orders. 2 minutes in the sin bin.
Yeah, double whammy there. They've conceded the penalty on that side just by being over aggressive in that contact, not controlled, and then the yellow card straight after it.
Yes. Oh, lost by Marist. And the Striders have the opportunity now. Advantage played. Aloisi Nakodi. Big pass. 6-player Striders. Trying to straighten it is Asena Rokomarama. Good work by Davuru at the breakdown. And then Vasiti Solikoviti comes in there to deliver it. Aloisi Nakodi. No space for her there. She's the sprinter in the team. Penalty comes for Striders. Davuru swings it. Rokomarama. Oh, the gap opens. Luis Ambase, the captain. 6-player Striders, but they still manage to break the Marist defense. The captain dots it down, doubles their lead, 10-0.
Yeah, as you say, they're down to six players, but able to just create something and create a bit of space in the middle of the field. Marist will be kicking themselves there again. Just need to control that ball when they've got the 7 players on the field. Squeeze Striders to work harder off the ball and create some sort of advantage, but Marist getting back right where they needed to be, especially when down to 6 men.
Luis Ambase, the try, the conversion, good. Striders stretch their lead to 12-0. Captain Luis Ambase, Anane Masi still in the sin bin. They did not need her at all. She scored the first one. And she's back on the park. So back to full strength. Striders. Matanatambu. Striders restart and straight into Mela Matanatambu. Anna Naimasi trying to get through there to steal that, but penalty to Marist. Rusila Tamoy gets rid of that very quickly. Matanatambu. Half-time hooter goes. Chance here for Marist. 10 meters mark in their own territory. Marist now. Spotted the gap. Matanatambu nowhere to go. Striders over the top of that. Oh, picked up by the Marist. Now they go up. Chance here with the infield pass. She can't finish it. Offloads it. Marist. Matanatambu floats it. And now Marist will get in to score.
Yeah, great finish from Marist there. Thought they made a bit of hard work of it once they got into the 22. Could have killed it off then, but some good backing up by the rest of the players and get a score which is slightly out wider than I first thought they'd get.
Matanatambu involved in that. And Marist get in to score the try. That is Vinyana Riwai. So Vinyana Riwai try, conversion missed by Tamoy. They'll go to the half-time break. Good work by Vinyana Riwai. Try time, Marist. Well, wonderful picture of the ANZ Stadium. This is where all the action is. Beautiful weather in Suva. Half time, Striders lead by 7 over Marist 1.
Basta ka na nung speed. Next ka so. Tawag sa ulis tayo. Next, kunilay. Tapos ko bayan natin ha. Ito rin, ito pa naman.
Ito di, kung ibarta ka na kito sa wala. Di
Nak menundur sa lito.
May, pilpay ba si Katon? Masyarapan ka kaya na bukas to ko sa bukod.
Salas!
So ready for the second spell. The last 7 minutes of women's rugby action in the 44th Fiji Beta Marist Sevens. Following this will be the presentation of medals and trophies and prize money, and then the big final at 6:45. Police versus Tambandamo. Lavinia Davuru. Marist working it up slowly. They need to score next if they want to be in this. Oh, they've lost it. Turnover ball. Asena Rokomarama does well for Striders. She stole that. And now Striders get it out. Halfway mark. Oh, the dummy there from Lavinia Davuru. Striders. As Lavinia was Vitalina Mirini, sorry, wearing one.
Yeah, they look like they've got a bit of control here, Striders. They're not rushed, not panicking, they seem to have the control on it. They turn that ball over that contact area. They want to get something for this possession now.
Halfway mark. Davuru did well there to take that. Aloisi Nakodi now trying to break away. Anna Naimasi. Oh, Tamoi with the tackle. Naimasi gets up. Naimasi. She scored the first try, and she now produces the try for Lavinia Davuru. She did the hard work, and Lavinia Davuru puts it down. Striders stretch their lead 17-5.
Yeah, some quality there, just some tired tackling on this right-hand side, busted through. And again, you know, as we said in the last sort of 2 hours, just on the edge of the play, just players not working hard enough, just getting a fend, back on her feet, gets another challenge, steps, and there's the backing up on the inside. So you get a simple score at the end of it.
Yeah, Marist probably the players running out of gas because Striders had a player in support of the ball carrier all along. Lavinia Davuru with the try. She missed the conversion, but she's back in the middle to pick it up to restart this game.
And hasn't she played well? Just showing great feet and presence on the field. Good dummies, keeping the defence guessing all the time, creating space for the rest of her team.
2.5 minutes gone, second spell. Marist try and work their way out from deep in their own territory, lose the ball in contact, and put pressure on themselves in this one. That was Mereula Toroti. Luis Ambase, number 10, the skipper for Striders. Toroti, big scrum from Striders, but Marist have the possession. Oh, lost again.
Yeah, dropping it cold, just in that position. They took, just had a little look up, I think, trying to find out where the space was so she could run into the ball.
Halfway through the second spell, into the final quarter of the women's final. And that's a high one. She didn't execute that well. Striders in no hurry. Asena Rokomarama. Trouble here for Marist. On attack, Striders. Lavinia Davuru. She elects to go on the right, and in the corner, try for Aloisi Nakodi. She scored a bucket full of tries for Striders in the Women's Championship, and she gets the first one for herself. Try number 4 for Striders.
Yeah, and it's this lady again, isn't it? Lavinia just going from one side of the scrummage to the other, just shifts to the focus of the defence, and just links up with teammate on the outside, and you've got the speed to finish that off. Excellent work.
Well, they put the foot on the throat of Marist, applying the pressure. The mistake by Marist. The scrum feed was good, and Lavinia Davoro is the architect of the Striders team. She worked it well, linking up with Nakodi. Davoro's kick under the crossbar remains at 22-5. Striders, look at Davoro, worked it well, provided just enough space for Nakodi to slip under the tackle. Good finish, Striders. So referee just holding play, and now says let's go. Just over a minute remaining. Long kick. Toroti waits for it. Marist. It's hard to keep in the game when you know that the game's running away. Marist losing the ball again. They'll go back. Marist in the final quarter have made mistakes which has certainly given great advantage to Striders. Lavinia Davuru certainly stood out in this one for Striders. Asena Rokomarama. Lavinia Davuru. It's there for Striders. Final seconds. Vitalina Mirini. Slipped the pass well. Anna Naimasi. Well, she finishes it off. A brace of tries. Was out in the sin bin for 2 minutes. She's a power player. And that is good. 27-5.
Yeah, just a bit high on the tackle there. Got a bit of a hand in the face, and unfortunately just a way to finish it off, conceding a try. But yeah, Striders too much there for Marist.
Well, the Striders, very good. Lavinia Davuru with the last kick of the game. The Striders, fireworks to celebrate this. The conversion misses, but the Striders, Anna Naimasi, a brace of tries for her. Lavinia Davuru standing out in the final and throughout this tournament. Striders led 12-5 at halftime. Luis Ambase, that's the first try from Anna Naimasi in the corner. And Luis Ambase, the step and the speed of the mark, the captain, getting on the board. Striders with that score led 12-0, and then Marist got one back. Hard work by Marist. Try for Viniana Riwai, and then Aloisi Nakodi. Anna Naimasi broke the tackle, stepped and pressed on the accelerator again. Gave it in field for star player Lavinia Davuru to finish that off. Then Davuru from the base of the scrum gave the space for Aloisi Nakodi in the corner. Fourth try. And the last try in the women's final to Anna Naimasi. 2 tries for her in the final. At halftime, Striders led 12-5. Full time, the women's champions in the Marist Sevens 44th year. Striders defeat Marist 27 points to 5. We'll go to the break. When we are back, we'll be here for the big final. Police versus Tambandamu.